I gotta think there's a lot of guilt and a little bit of shame walking through the community, hoping no one finds out that you don't read, that you can't read. And so, you know, it's trying to bring down that stigma and identifying folks and then helping them to be able to get over the finish line.
We teach individuals who are having difficulty reading, writing, basically how to read, how to write, but we are what we call a learner-centered organization, so that we respond to what the learner needs. So what are their goals? Are they trying to get a high school diploma? Are they trying to pass a test so they can get a promotion at work? Are they trying to learn English for the first time? And some of our learners may have been chemical engineer, an attorney in their home country, but the lack of reading and speaking English is holding them back. A lot of employers indicate to us that people come to them without the skills they need to do the job that they're required. So we work with people in workplace skills and trying to understand how to use technology.
It's not just how to read, but what do you need to read to improve your situation or improve what you're doing in life?
They're just an incredible group of people, and if you just pause for a minute and think about going through a day in the life not being able to read, and the challenges that we all face, but then exponentially difficult for folks who can't read. And the literacy volunteer folks sit down and teach people to read, and it's a new lease on life.
We provide services at no cost to individuals, regardless of what their income is, and we only have 3 paid staff. None of us are full-time, so all of the work is basically done by volunteers.
I tutor a man who's not been able to participate in the typical things that you would use to improve your learning, to learn to do particular tasks. He wanted to get a job in food service. He needed to take a test. He needed to be able to understand some pretty significant words when it came around taking an exam about handling food and keeping it safe for people to consume and how you clean up afterwards. We would not exist if it wasn't for the United Way. It
allows us to keep this facility. People can come in, so we have a learner and tutor in the back room. They have a safe, quiet place. They have resources of the library. They can use a copier when they need, and the other space has a laptop they can work on. So funding from special grant from United Way allowed us to purchase books that were then distributed through the food bank, Bridging the Gap, and the Augusta School Summer Nutrition Program. We handed out over 4,000 books to have them in the hands of children that wouldn't otherwise have access to books during the summer. They don't have access to the school library.
It's really just heartwarming to see the progress that they're able to make with folks.
Giving to United Way helps the whole community as a whole come together and support all of our nonprofits.
It allows people who are of a kind heart to participate in an effective and organized way.
Quite frankly, I'm a little bit worried that people will pull back, and what we want them to do is lean forward and lean in. So Kennebec Savings Bank created the High Five Challenge, where we encourage people to increase their pledge by 5%, and we'll match the dollars, dollar for dollar, up to $25,000.
Consider it a first step. A lot of people want to make impactful change and don't know how to begin, and I think people have to remember that no matter how small it may seem to them, it can change someone's life.
To help the community and see good things happen.
Hopeful, united for a stronger community.